Hello again, everyone. Hey, today we're going to be taking a look at the MECOOL, a true certified Android 10 TV box. Now, this streaming TV box was provided free of charge to me by MECOOL, with the understanding that this review is unbiased and I will show what I like and didn't like regarding this Android TV box. MECOOL didn't even ask to view this review prior to viewing it on Couch Potato Cafe with the rest of you. MECOOL has been a player in this Android TV boxes for many years and has been known for the quality products, and with this box, the KM2, a TV box that lets you view Netflix now in full 4K, finally. You can't believe how many people are waiting on that one, which is a great feature for the Netflix customers. Hey, let's go ahead and take a look. What's in the box? Okay, you get a KM2 box, a Bluetooth voice remote, the power supply, which is a 12 volt 1 amp, the HDMI cable, along with the user manual. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the ports on this. Now this has a TF card reader, which supports a 1 to 32 gigabyte card. Now it also has the USB 3 here, the USB 2, and on the back here you'll see a power button, a 12 volt 1 amp insert for your power, your Ethernet port, which is actually a 100 megabits. You have the HDMI port, which supports a 4K to 2K at 60 frames per second max resolution output. Now it also has an AV port here. You have a SPDIF, which is optical sound. You also have an infrared expand. Now the MECOOL, it comes in a plastic case with no venting anywhere on it, which we'll go over that here in just a little bit. And it has the 3 LED indicator lights on the front. Now let's go over the specs and get a better idea of what you can expect in performance. The specs on this I kind of like. Now the CPU is an S905X2B quad core. Now the GPU is a Mali G31. It comes with a 2 GB LPDDR4 RAM, 8 GB internal storage, dual band Wi-Fi AC 2T2R. It also has a Bluetooth 4.2, an official Android TV operating system version 10, Google Assistant, Chromecast, the HDMI version 2.1. As I said before, it supports the 4K HDR at 60 frames per second, supports the HDR10 Plus, has a 5.1 Dolby Digital, Dolby Plus, Bluetooth voice remote. Now the audio codecs, including the AAC and HEVC, Dolby Digital, Dolby Digital Plus, MS12, Dolby Atmos pass-through. Now remember, it has a Chromecast built in, so it's much easier for your other devices to talk to each other, such as your phone, laptop, tablet, just with a click of a button. Now before we get into the MECOOL KM2 TV box, let's take a look at the remote control. And y'all know my feelings about crappy remotes, right? Well, this ain't one of them. Now let's go ahead and look at what stands out first on the remote control is the quick access buttons to Netflix, YouTube, PrimeVideo, and Google Play. Now this is great for those of us that frequent those suppliers. You also have a Google Assistant button and a few other shortcut buttons available. You'll also have a round dial pad for navigating through most all apps, but I do feel that this needs a mouse pointer button, you know, for some of those apps. Now let's go ahead and get a look at the interface. Now setup is easy and straightforward, but note the Android 10 TV is not the same as the standard Android systems, say on your mobile devices. It's for TV watching. Now as you can see, the Android TV version on the KM2 has a great layout with plenty of options to modify your main load page. But stay with me now, I promise I'm going to get to the pros and cons shortly on the KM2, the hardware, and the Android 10 TV. Now as you can see, after the initial setup at the first start, which only takes a few minutes, this is the main screen and it's where you can modify and move, etc. Such as, let's go ahead and move the PrimeVideo up one. Now be sure you're on the PrimeVideo and press the left until you see a white up and down circle and click OK. Now using this up and down, move it where you want and click on the OK again, and there you go. Hey, let's go ahead and scroll down to the bottom where it says Customize Channels and click on that, and you can turn on and off the sources you want, such as Play Next, and that way we can hide that from the page. It's easy as that. Now I know a lot of you are going to ask, can you load third-party apps or sideload? Absolutely you can. Just go to your Google Play Store and ask for Downloader. Then you can download all your third-party software from there. Which brings me to this. MECOOL did not load the KM2 with a bunch of bloatware. I hate that, which can slow its performance and can hinder all the certified apps from performing at their best. Now there is a big difference between apps being certified and not. When say Netflix and PrimeVideo are hacked uncertified apps, they will not give you the best picture or functions. Now finally you can get that. Netflix 4K programming, same with the PrimeVideo, and full use of the Google Play Store and Android TV. Now PrimeVideo, for example, plays titles marked 4K without a problem. Hey, let's click on the remote shortcut and choose a 4K movie and look for the 4K in the title and start streaming. Now gaming seems to be okay, even though this isn't a gaming TV box. Now I have seen it play first shooter games without stumbling, and racing games, which I'm fond of, work like it was in a gaming system. Now I was concerned about the no venting and possible overheating. I had this running for 24/4 straight through and no performance issues and only slightly warm to the touch. Now I did use my third-party streaming service for live TV and it worked as expected. Now I know what you may say about the lack of internal storage space at only a total of 8 gigabytes. Now you can also expand it with an SD card. I even plugged in a USB 5 terabyte external drive on its own power cord, of course, and it had no problem playing 4K movies from it. Now you can also get it into a developer mode, just like you would any Android system, and to set it up for external storage to run apps just like internal storage with no problem. Now who is this MECOOL KM2 TV Box for and why? Now I believe it's for the Fire Stick customers and for sure the Chromecast customers that want this box instead. Now with all of its ports ready to go without having to purchase additional cables or adapters also. Now as I promised, the pros and cons are here, but let's do the pros first. Number 1, Netflix 4K and Prime 4K and their certifications. 2, expandable storage. 3, Bluetooth remote. 4, all the ports are ready to go, such as the USB 3.0 and the 2.0, etc. Number 5, it's a very clean designed box, so it looks good, you know, if it's out in the open while you're watching or, you know, have company and so forth. It fits in well. 6, able to pair gaming controllers with ease. I did my NVIDIA Shield controller on it. I did the PS3 on it, or PS4, but it works well. 7, not loading up the box with a bunch of priority apps eating up your resources. Number 8, ability to use third-party apps like live TV streaming, etc. 9, most of all, Android TV 10. Okay, let's go ahead and do the cons real quick. 1, the 2 gigabyte of RAM. I feel it should be at least 4 gigabyte. Now, even though it didn't hesitate when testing, I still think it should be at least 4 or even more. 2, with the internet speeds growing faster every day, I think they should have a gigabit Ethernet instead of the 100 megabits. But most anything you want to stream only takes 25 to 30 down to stream anyways, so. But it'd be nice to have. Number 3, the remote control should have a pointer function for all those apps that need it. Okay, it just makes it work well, like, you know, a gyro mouse or something like that. Now my 4th and last con is it only has the 8 gigabyte internal storage max. It would be nice to have about 32 gigabyte, which I believe some of their other boxes come with, but this one in particular I think would be nice. Now my thoughts are on this MECOOL KM2 are, I think if you're wanting, say a Google Chromecast and even a Fire Stick, this box may be just right for you. Now this is not a gaming box, but it did well playing games. Now the KM2 is priced well, and in my opinion, it's on the lower side for what you're getting. Now check the latest price from the link in the description, which I always have there, plus a 10% off. Always use the links, that way you get that discount, plus you can use a coupon. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And thank you so much for your support. Hey, please remember, subscribe, like this video, and comment on it. If you have a KM2 or if you want to get a KM2, let me know what you're thinking on it and we'll try to answer your questions for you. So have a great day and a better one tomorrow.